Have you ever looked at someone with a seemingly perfect life and wondered, how did they get there? Could that be me? Maybe you've even closed your eyes and imagined yourself in their shoes for a moment. What if I told you there might be a way to make those daydreams more than a wish? This is the concept of reality shifting, the idea that you can tap into different versions of reality with the right focus, and your life unfolds in ways you've only imagined. I'm Dispenza, and in this video we're taking a deep dive into the fascinating world of reality shifting. Does it sound unbelievable? It's okay to be skeptical. But consider this: throughout history, people have described experiences that sound a lot like shifting, from strange disappearances to tales of lives lived in alternate worlds. Modern science is starting to reveal our mind's incredible power to shape our world experience. Imagine achieving goals that seem out of reach, healing from past trauma, or even transforming yourself into a bolder, more confident person. These are the changes people claim to have experienced through reality shifting. But here's the thing: this isn't some magic trick. There's real work involved. We'll look at techniques rooted in traditions like meditation and explore the role of lucid dreaming, being aware that you're dreaming while it's happening. These practices might be key to unlocking the mind's potential for shifting between realities. Of course, there are no guarantees. This is the frontier of understanding our minds, and it demands open-mindedness and real dedication. But hey, isn't the possibility of transforming your life worth exploring? If you're the kind of person who's always pushing the limits and loves unlocking hidden potential, welcome to World is Life. Let's dive deeper into the science and the stories behind reality shifting together. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your journey into the extraordinary is just beginning. Understanding reality shifting isn't just about knowing what it is, but also the inner state that makes it possible. Think of this state as a combination of several key elements. First, deep relaxation and focus are essential. Picture your mind like the surface of a pond. If it's constantly rippling with worries and distractions, you can't see what's hidden beneath. Reality shifting techniques often start by calming the mental chatter. It's about reaching a mindful presence where the usual stream of thoughts slows down. Imagine your mind becoming more open, flexible, and receptive to new possibilities in this relaxed state. Beliefs that feel rigid in everyday life start to soften. You might be surprised how much easier it is to visualize alternate realities or step into the shoes of a different you when your mindset is this open. But openness alone isn't enough. It needs to be coupled with a sense of possibility, even a playful anticipation. It's not about forcing yourself to believe, but about playfully entertaining the idea that what if. Finally, the key ingredient is emotional resonance. Visualizing a different life with a detached that would be nice attitude won't cut it. Reality shifting proponents say you need to feel your desired reality, the joy, the freedom, the sense of fulfillment. Emotional connection is like rocket fuel for shifting your experience. Why this state matters: perception is key. Think of reality as what you perceive, informed by your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. The world isn't changing, but your experience of it can. This state of deep relaxation, openness, and engaged imagination allows you to tap into a heightened perception. It's like accessing new frequencies on a radio and tuning into entirely different stations. Personal growth amplifier. Reality shifting isn't just about fantastical leaps to wildly different lives, though that's certainly exciting. The very process of cultivating this state is a profound tool for personal growth. Questioning your reality makes you question assumptions about what's possible for you. Suddenly, obstacles seem less insurmountable, and the voice of you can't starts to lose its power. Learning to conjure up positive emotions that will build robust emotional intelligence. Over time, you become better equipped to handle life's inevitable ups and downs with greater resilience. The reality-shifting mindset helps you embrace the unknown, taking away some of the fear associated with risk-taking or venturing outside your comfort zone. This section sets up the next stage: how do we achieve this transformative state? Here, we can explore practical techniques. So we've talked about the state necessary for reality shifting, but how can we actually shift our awareness so profoundly? The truth is, We don't have all the answers yet. Reality shifting treads on the cutting edge of our understanding of consciousness. But let's explore some intriguing possibilities rooted in psychology and neuroscience. The power of suggestion. Let's start with something familiar. Have you ever been engrossed in a great book or movie and felt transported into that world for a moment? Your heart races and you laugh or cry along with the characters. This is because your brain is remarkably receptive to suggestions, both external and those you create yourself. Imagine taking that power of suggestion and turning it inward with intense focus. Techniques like visualization, affirmations, and scripting, which we'll discuss later, are like carefully crafted suggestions. With repetition, these might influence your subconscious mind, shaping your perception of reality. Neuroplasticity, your changeable brain. Your brain isn't a fixed machine, it's constantly rewiring based on experience. This is called neuroplasticity. Every time you learn a skill or solidify a habit, you create and reinforce neural pathways. What does this have to do with reality shifting? Focused mental practices, like the ones purported to facilitate shifting, might etch new grooves in your brain over time. These grooves could represent a heightened openness to possibility, a deeper connection to your emotions, or even a shift in what you believe is real. Bridging the gap between conscious and subconscious. Your mind works on multiple levels. There's your conscious awareness reading these words, for example, and your vast subconscious, which handles countless things behind the scenes, from breathing to deeply ingrained beliefs. Reality shifting often involves techniques that blur the line between conscious and subconscious. Think of deep meditation or lucid dreaming. In these states, your critical, logical mind takes a back seat, and your subconscious becomes more accessible. It's speculated this increased permeability could make you more receptive to those self-generated suggestions about reality. Quantum connections? This part gets a little wild, so bear with me. Some reality-shifting theories borrow concepts from quantum physics, like the idea of multiple universes or the observer effect. This suggests that our observation plays a role in shaping reality. While the connection between reality shifting and the quantum world is highly speculative, it invites a fascinating question: could our focused consciousness truly influence our reality on a fundamental level? A note on skepticism. It's important to be skeptical. Much of what we've discussed here is still theoretical. Science is always evolving, and our understanding of consciousness might radically change. Maintaining a healthy curiosity alongside your skepticism keeps the door of possibility open. This discussion opens the way to exploring the practical techniques used for reality shifting. Intrigued? Let's go deeper. There's an old saying that goes something like, "We don't see the world as it is, we see it as we are." This encapsulates the core principle at the heart of reality shifting, that your perception actively shapes your experience. Let's unpack this a bit. Your brain, the master filter. Think of your brain as a master filter, constantly absorbing information through your senses. It can't process all this raw data, so it has to prioritize. This prioritization depends heavily on your past experiences, beliefs, and mindset. Your brain highlights what it expects while fading other things into the background. A simple example: imagine you just bought a new car. Suddenly you start noticing that same car model everywhere. Were they always this common, or has your perception changed? Your brain, primed to see this specific car, filters reality differently. Expectations and interpretations. This filtering goes beyond just noticing things. It shapes how you interpret events and the world around you. Here's a thought experiment. Two people witness the same event, a minor car accident. One person comes away thinking, "People are terrible drivers, the world is a dangerous place." The other thinks, "Accidents happen, that person probably just had a bad day." In the same event, radically different realities are created within each person's mind. This is where those pesky beliefs come in. If you carry deep down the belief, "I'm unlucky," you might unconsciously seek evidence to confirm that belief and overlook instances where good things happen. Your perception becomes biased, reinforcing your negative reality. Mindset, the lens you see through. Think of mindset as the overall emotional and mental lens through which you perceive the world. Are you generally optimistic or pessimistic? Anxious or carefree? Your mindset works like a colored filter over a camera lens, tinting your whole experience. A cheerful mindset might make the world seem bright and full of opportunities. A fearful mindset can make that world seem ominous and full of threats. Neither perspective is inherently true. They are both subjective realities created by the lens of perception. Taking responsibility. This isn't about blaming yourself for bad things happening, but understanding perception gives you incredible power. If you don't like your reality, you can start working to change it, beginning with your inner world. Here's where reality shifting practices come in. They often involve intentionally cultivating positive mindsets, challenging limiting beliefs, and using visualization to plant seeds of new possibilities. It's hard work because you're battling against ingrained mental habits. But with consistency, you may notice subtle, or even dramatic, shifts in your day-to-day reality. A two-way street. The fascinating thing is that this works in reverse too. Positive experiences can solidify a positive mindset. If techniques purported to facilitate reality shifting do indeed result in even a perceived positive change, this itself can create a feedback loop. This makes reality shifting a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy. The more you believe it's possible, the more likely you may be to perceive changes that confirm your belief, making the whole thing even more believable. This section paves the way for our next exploration. How about some practical techniques that might help us harness the power of perception and potentially shift our reality? We've discussed the theory behind reality shifting, but how do we actually do it? There's no foolproof method, and what works for one person might not work for another. Think of these as tools in your toolbox. Experimentation is key. Preparation set the stage. Like any focused practice, reality shifting often benefits from some preparation. Create a calm, distraction-free space where you won't be interrupted. Dim lighting, soothing music, and even incense can all help set the mood for deep relaxation. Choose a position where you can stay relaxed for an extended time. This could be lying down in a comfy chair, or even meditative if that's familiar to you. Before you begin, take a moment to clarify your intention. What kind of reality do you wish to experience? What feelings do you want to embody? Keep this intention at the front of your mind. Mind calming methods. Reality shifting often starts by coaxing your mind into the receptive state we discussed earlier. Here are some common techniques. There are countless meditations tailored for reality shifting. You can easily find these online. A soothing voice and calming music will guide you towards deep relaxation and visualization. Focused breathing patterns are incredibly powerful for regulating your mental and physiological state. Simple box breathing, 4-count inhale, 4-count hold, 4-count exhale, 4-count hold helps bring you into the present moment. Another method involves tensing and slowly releasing different muscle groups in your body. Notice how a relaxed body leads to a relaxed mind. Visualization building your reality. Visualization is a potent tool. Imagine your desired reality in vivid detail. Don't just see it, use all your senses. Describe it as if painting a picture. What does it look like? What are you wearing? Who is around you? Pay attention to sounds. Is it quiet and peaceful or bustling with activity? What specific sounds do you hear? Imagine how things feel. How does the air feel on your skin? What is the texture of your clothes? Perhaps there's a scent of flowers in the air, or the tantalizing aroma of your favorite food. Maybe you're savoring a delicious meal you can practically taste in your imagination. Most importantly, focus on how you feel. Capture that joy, excitement, or fulfillment. Scripting the blueprint for your journey. Scripting involves writing a detailed description of your intended reality and your experience. Think first-person narrative style, present tense. Describe your desired reality self. Think about your strengths, appearances, or skills you might possess there. Detail your setting. Where are you? What environment surrounds you? Map out your interactions. Who are you with? What conversations are happening? Scripting can be done beforehand or as a visualization exercise itself. Some people even find reading their script while relaxed helps induce a shift. Affirmations changing your inner narrative. Affirmations are short, powerful statements you repeat to yourself, planting new beliefs in your subconscious. Keep them positive, present tense, and personally resonant. Consider affirmations like, I am shifting realities with ease. I am open to infinite possibilities. I am worthy of my greatest desires. Note on advanced techniques. Methods like lucid dreaming and sleep-based techniques aim to shift within a dream state or during the transition between sleep and wakefulness. These can be powerful but require considerable practice. If you are a beginner, it's generally recommended that you master the foundational techniques first. Staying grounded. It's crucial to remember that reality shifting isn't a magic switch. It takes time, dedication, and consistency. Stay grounded in your current reality while you explore this. Be patient with yourself. The journey itself holds tremendous potential for personal growth. Let's examine some signs that might indicate a shift and then address some common challenges and how to overcome them. The world of reality shifting is filled with extraordinary stories, tales of impossible leaps, and transformative personal journeys. While it's essential to keep a critical eye on these narratives, they shed light on the power this practice holds for many individuals. Glimpses of alternate lives. One common theme revolves around experiences that feel like glimpses of parallel realities. For example, a young woman might describe finding herself in a bustling marketplace she's never seen before, surrounded by people seemingly from a different time period. The experience is vivid and detailed, leaving her with a lasting sense of wonder and the unshakable belief she briefly stepped into another version of her life. Others describe experiences that seem to defy logic altogether. Take the story of a man who regularly practiced reality shifting with the intention of spending time in nature. One day he reports waking up in his bed but feeling deeply disoriented. Glancing outside, he saw a lush, unfamiliar forest where a busy street should have been. This anomalous experience lasted several hours before he felt himself jolted back to his normal reality, with the trees vanishing in the blink of an eye. Personal transformation. The most prevalent type of reality shifting story centers on internal change rather than external shifts. Many practitioners describe a shift away from feeling like victims of circumstance. It's a sense of realizing they play an active role in shaping their own lives. One individual might describe feeling chronically stuck and hopeless about their career. After exploring reality shifting, they find an unexpected surge of motivation and inspiration. Suddenly, opportunities start to appear and they have the confidence to pursue new paths. The ongoing debate is whether these shifts were caused by reality shifting or merely facilitated by the mindset transformation. Some people describe a deepening of self-understanding as a primary benefit. Visualizing idealized versions of themselves opens doors to self-exploration. They might recognize previously unnoticed strengths or limiting patterns in their lives. Armed with this heightened self-awareness, many report making positive changes that reverberate into their everyday reality. A spectrum of shifts. It's interesting to note that reality shifting stories run a spectrum. Some describe sudden and dramatic experiences, while others describe subtle, gradual changes in their lives. Some shifts closely align with specific intentions set during practice, while others take practitioners by surprise. A young artist, for example, may work with shifting techniques while focusing on experiencing a profound boost of creativity. Over the weeks following, she might notice a gradual but definite increase in artistic inspiration and a new sense of boldness in her work. Cautions and skepticism. It's essential not to fall into the trap of seeing these stories as definitive proof of shifting. There are many potential explanations. Some could be misremembered dreams, creative visualizations, or even instances of psychological dissociation during stress or trauma. Skepticism is healthy. However, the psychological impact of such experiences can still be profound. Regardless of their realness for many, the belief that change is possible becomes a catalyst for transformation, which holds immense value. These narratives invite us to consider the fluidity of reality itself. What if even a moment of experiencing an alternate life could profoundly change one's self-perception and open up a world of possibility in this reality? Let's explore some common challenges faced in reality shifting and how practitioners strive to overcome them. Exploring reality shifting is exciting, but it's rarely a perfectly smooth ride. It's completely normal to face hurdles and bouts of doubt along the way. Let's address some of the most common ones and offer strategies to help you navigate these bumps in the road. Challenge 1, the nothing's happening frustration. You've been dutifully practicing calming your mind, visualizing and affirming, but you haven't experienced that dramatic shift you hoped for. This can be deeply frustrating. Here are a few things to remember. Reality shifting often isn't a one-and-done experience. It's a skill to be cultivated over time. Celebrate the small victories, like achieving a deeper relaxation or a particularly vivid visualization. Manage your expectations. Even seasoned practitioners don't experience mind-blowing shifts every time. Let go of the need for immediate, dramatic results and enjoy the exploration process. Mindset cultivation itself is profoundly beneficial. Each time you practice, you strengthen your self-awareness, focus, and belief in possibilities beyond what you see right now. Challenge 2, the skeptic within. Your logical mind might be rebelling against all this talk of shifting realities. Doubts like this is just my imagination, or am I fooling myself, are perfectly normal. Here's how to work with that skepticism. Instead of trying to force yourself to believe, stay curious. Embrace the what-if mentality. You're not trying to convince yourself of some absolute truth, but merely exploring the potential power of your own mind. Focus on techniques that have a more tangible impact on your everyday life, like those for stress reduction and cultivating a positive mindset. Seeing results in these areas might make you more open to the less immediately explainable aspects of reality shifting. There's a playful aspect to reality shifting. Allow yourself to indulge your imagination in a healthy, positive way. It doesn't require rigid belief to be beneficial. Challenge 3, where's the proof? If reality shifting is real, why isn't there solid scientific evidence? This question plagues newcomers and seasoned practitioners alike. Remember, consciousness itself is still a perplexing frontier of science. Just because we can't measure or fully explain something doesn't mean it doesn't exist. The core experiences of reality shifting are intensely personal and subjective. This makes them difficult to quantify for scientific study. However, this doesn't invalidate the power of such experiences for those who have them. The placebo effect is a testament to the mind's ability to influence the body. If belief in reality shifting helps someone experience less anxiety or greater motivation, is the objective cause of that change all that important? Challenge 4, feeling discouraged or overwhelmed. The vastness of potential realities and the sheer amount of information on reality shifting can sometimes feel overwhelming. Here's how to stay grounded. Don't try to master all the techniques at once. Start with basic relaxation and visualization. It's about depth, not breadth, especially in the beginning. What resonates with one person might not work for you. Experiment, discard what doesn't feel right, and forge your own way based on what works best for you. Seek out supportive online communities where you can share experiences without fear of judgment or ridicule. It's never failure, always learning. Above all, remember that there's no such thing as failing at reality shifting. Every time you practice, you gain valuable insights into your mind and its incredible potential. Keep an open mind, trust your intuition, and don't be afraid to chart your own course on this unique adventure. Imagine reaching that moment you've tapped into the receptive state and felt something profound, a change in perception, a sense that your reality has subtly altered. What happens next? How can you integrate and harness the power of this transformative shift into your everyday life? Ripple effects. Even small, internal shifts might ripple into your external reality. One of the most intriguing aspects of reality shifting isn't just about leaping to entirely new worlds, but how a shift in perspective can transform the world you already live in. You might notice yourself reacting to challenges with greater calm, making bolder decisions, or finding unexpected inspiration in your day-to-day tasks. Perhaps you've been struggling with a creative block. After a reality shifting session where you tapped into the feeling of being an effortlessly inspired artist, you might find that same creative spark igniting within your current reality. Obstacles that once seemed insurmountable feel less daunting, and you're suddenly bursting with ideas you never saw before. This ripple effect might even reach your relationships. If you consciously shift towards a reality steeped in love and connection, you radiate positive energy into your interactions with others. This shift in your vibration can elicit more positive reactions from those around you, transforming dynamics that feel stuck. Accelerating growth. Reality shifting can be a powerful catalyst for personal growth. The very act of practicing these techniques helps develop self-awareness and mental flexibility. Imagine your mind like a muscle. Reality shifting is a unique workout that expands your capacity for new experiences. Here's where true change starts to blossom. You might uncover previously unrecognized fears or limiting beliefs that were secretly holding you back. With this newfound awareness, you can consciously work to dismantle these old thought patterns. Once you've tasted the sensation of limitless possibility, even if it was during a reality shifting session, those glimpses stay with you. That feeling can become your true north, your inspiration to push beyond self-imposed limits. A word of caution. Change isn't always comfortable. You might be forced to step out of familiar routines or confront uncomfortable truths about yourself. However, deep transformation happens within these moments of growth. Embracing impermanence. One of the core principles intertwined with reality shifting is the idea of infinite realities existing simultaneously. This leads to a realization that nothing is truly fixed. This fluidity can be unsettling at first, but it can also be profoundly liberating. Instead of feeling permanently stuck by your circumstances, you start to view them as points on a trajectory you can actively influence through your choices and focus. Challenges don't become less challenging, but you perceive yourself as more powerful within your own life story. This shift in mindset alone brings a tremendous sense of freedom and potential. The tools you cultivate during reality shifting practice have a remarkable reach into your everyday life. Mindfulness. The reality shifting often begins with the practice of being fully present. This translates seamlessly into all areas of life, making you more aware of your thoughts, emotions, and surroundings. Positive visualization. This skill translates directly into goal setting and manifestation practices. Learning to visualize desired outcomes clearly and with emotional resonance can guide one's actions. Inner dialogue. Affirmations and scripting help you rewrite the script of your internal narrative. Noticing and consciously choosing your thoughts empowers you to become the author of your own life experience. Don't underestimate the transformative power of the process itself. The journey of mastering reality shifting, even if you never experience those dramatic overnight shifts, holds immense value. Each time you sit down to meditate or visualize, you're sending a clear message to yourself: my reality is not static, and I have the power to influence its direction. Throughout this video, we've delved into the fascinating world of reality shifting. We discussed the power of perception, techniques to tap into transformative states, and shared stories that ignite a sense of wonder. The core takeaway is this: your mind holds incredible potential to shape your experience of the world. Reality shifting is about unlocking that potential. Whether you experience dramatic shifts or a gradual evolution of your mindset, this practice encourages you to step into the driver's seat of your life. It's a call to question limitations, embrace the unknown, and actively envision the reality you wish to inhabit. This journey is uniquely yours. Keep researching, experimenting, and refining your techniques. Share your experiences; they might inspire others to unlock their own potential. Is this content helpful? Like this video, subscribe to World is Life, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an exploration of possibilities. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below. What questions do you still have? What excites you about the idea of shaping your own reality?